Design Drippage, episode 5. I'm in London.
I'm in Beijing.
Ni hao.
Ni hao. Hello, good day. Cheerio.
Good day, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's more Australian. Anyway. Awesome. Well, I forgot to leave you with some cards, so I got the jars.
Yeah, we'll do a
And
virtual
let's get
picking
started.
like that.
Oh, I like that. Okay. So you have to take your hand.
Yeah, so
Pretend like
am
you're
I going
taking the lid off.
first?
Yeah.
I'll just use the force that I have. Boom. Oh. And yeah, that one. I want that one. All right, Ludic Loop.
Oh,
Oh,
I
someone's
feel like
excited.
you have all the knowledge that you need to do this one, because we've talked about both of these things. I've used this word when we were talking about play, and a couple loops have come up. So what do you think?
Ludic Loop. So the first part isn't ringing a bell. The only thing I can think of is lucid. The kind of like dreams where you're almost in control of them. A ludic loop. So you talked about ludic loops before, or just,
When we were talking about play, it came
Yeah.
up because there's a German word that it alludes to this area, but yeah.
This is gonna have to be a guess. My brain is so
go for it.
filled with like Chinese characters at the moment that like going back that far.
It's tough. Yeah.
A ludic loop. I want to say it's something that, I mean, it's a loop, so I assume it's continuous in a process that can be repeated.
Yes.
And ludic makes me think that it's something that has to do with it being fluid, it being, yeah, fluid I think is the best word that I can think of. But my final guess is, yeah, some sort of system that design teams use to help, whatever task they're tackling to create almost like a flow chart.
Yeah. Yeah. Flow is the key word. It's a continuous cycle, which is a loop
Yeah.
that's fueled by the kind of the play and the joy that's released when you are faced with a challenge and then you get a reward. So this comes from game design, where game designers are really focused on, level 1, give you a very small challenge so that you can easily learn, and then you get a reward. And then level 2, it's a little bit more of a challenge. And so managing that ludic loop so that because if things are too challenging, you'll drop out. Or if things are too easy, you'll get bored. And so beyond game design, software designers in all fields, like in productivity and in entertainment, all kinds of worlds have started to realize that ludic loops help them progress their design. So what does it look like to have a ludic loop for managing a language, a translation app? What does it look like, for Duolingo?
Like Duolingo. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of ludic loops happening there.
It makes me think of your Candy Crush levels where you got to some ridiculous levels. And I'm like, how does it not one day become impossible? But I guess they use ludic loops to figure it out.
Yeah, great. I have a ludic loop every time you and I have a chat. My energy kind of goes down in the days that we don't talk, and then we talk, and then I'm like, yeah. So
Same.
Father-daughter ludic loops.
All right, you're gonna have to pick. Well, actually, you would have picked anyways, so that's all you. Yeah, nice.
Let's see. What do we get?
Thirsty. That's a good one.
Thirsty. Well, I'm a little bit thirsty.
Nice.
Well, thirsty definitely means that your body feel the natural imperative to hydrate. But that's not what this means for Gen Z slang. Thirsty means there's probably something about desire. Like you have you've got something that needs to be quenched. I don't really know what needs to be quenched, but maybe like you want something bad. Yeah. Like I'm thirsty for those, you know, McDonald's hash browns. Yeah, that's my
Um,
guess.
okay, so you have the right definition, but you have a Californian mindset where it's positive, and thirsty is usually used kind of like to slander someone. So if you're being thirsty, it's like you're trying too hard, you're being desperate, you know? Yeah.
Okay.
So usually, I think the context I hear it most in is when
Why are
it
you being
comes
so
to like
thirsty?
attention.
You gotta
So
like,
like if a girl's
yeah,
like trying to get a guy's attention, but she's like acting so obvious and like throwing herself at him or whatever, then it's like you're being thirsty.
being too thirsty. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Now we'll probably get to this later, but there's also something called a thirst trap that I've heard of, and I think that's a bit maybe
Yeah.
different, but well, we'll
Yeah.
get to that later. I think that's a bit of a different meaning, right?
I
Yeah.
mean, they both have to do with attention, but I think thirsty is more negative and thirst trap is more like depending on who you are, some people fall for them. But I think most people will be like, that's kind of cringe. But anyways. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. Cool. We'll
Okay, so
tap
we
out on
need
that, tag
to
out on that word. That's
yes.
it.
Tap, tap.
So,
We yeah.
ludic loops with thirsty.
Oh, I mean, I guess I'm thinking of it like a game. I'm thinking of thirsty in the
Yeah.
context of flirting. Let me just put that out there because like I think
Okay.
that's what it is the most. But I feel like, ludic loops are the whole thing where yeah, you have a challenge, right? And then you overcome it, and then there's like the next time you need to figure out another way to, do a similar thing, but make it either hard or just make it different, you know?
Yeah.
And so with being thirsty, it's like you get feedback and you realize you're being thirsty, and then the next time you like go and flirt, then like you do something different, and it's like these loops of like how you interact with your, with
That's
your
pretty cool. Yeah, and if you think about thirsty beyond attraction and
yeah.
neediness, you're like, we're thirsty for achievement, we're thirsty for knowledge, we're thirsty for advancement, we're thirsty for development. Like, ludic loops help us manage our innate
Thirst.
thirstiness to progress.
Yeah,
And
I like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
they're quite
Good job.
linked.
I like that one. Bing.
Boom.
What?
Perfect.
I miss you being here.
I
I want to
know.
do this together.
Well, I'll pick up some
Okay.
jars soon, and I'll bring them back.